Welcome to the latest edition of PacWest Magazine right here on OC16. We're at Hawai'i Pacific University's Blaisdell Arena because it's hoop season. Let's go take a look at this match between two PacWest giants.
We've been very lucky here in the PacWest that many of our conference basketball games have been televised over the years. BYU TV goes worldwide, featuring PacWest teams that show off their best stuff in Laie. Dixie State has many of its home games broadcast on Dixie TV in Utah. Grand Canyon has had a few of its games showcased on local Arizona television. In the islands, PacWest Magazine is proudly shown on OC16, where a number of PacWest contests have been on the airwaves over the years. And earlier this season, PacWest basketball made its live debut on KFVE. The HBUC Warriors and the University of Hawaii and Hilo Vulcans were the focus of the cameras in a game that meant a lot to both programs.
Well, television in and of itself is a very, very conducive medium for being, telling your story. And I think that's what we've got to do as the PacWest, is tell our story. So television is a really great way to do that. We haven't had the opportunity, I don't think, in a lot of venues to be able to do that, be able to have that exposure. It's almost invaluable to us. And so the deal that you were able, the conference is able to put together, something's very, very significant and probably historical, because I think it's a great start for us. It's a great way to get the word out about what we are and who we are, and tell that story that's got to be told.
We can make copies of this and send it to parents and family, and they can, we can send them copies of just the silent edition, but when they get this and they can watch it and hear names called and see graphics, it's great. I think it's great for both our schools and just the publicity throughout the islands, and from a non-athletic standpoint, just, Hawai'i Pacific University is a great school, and people need to know about it. And they get, sometimes just flicking through the channels, and you see that, and it's good recognition.
There's no doubt that being on statewide, a channel that everybody gets, on every island, it was huge for us. You can't, you really can't buy that kind of publicity. I think hopefully it's just the tip of the iceberg and the beginning of it.
As for the game itself, it was a close one throughout, with both teams battling hard to gain supremacy. Hilo was led by Zach Wild, who topped the Vulcans in both scoring and rebounding on the night. Zach had 14 points and 8 boards. Also playing a key role for Hilo was guard Terrell Mack, who also got into double digits in the scoring column with 12 points. HPU, meanwhile, had a trio of scorers who would lead the way, with LeBrent Chappelle topping them all with 16 points. Tops among all scorers on the night. Chappelle was helped out significantly by Glenn Miller and Kyle Allen, among other key teammates, in a game that would stay close until the final minutes. HPU finally put together a good stretch late in the second half to widen their lead, and eventually moved out in front by double digits. And then they held on to win by a final score of 64-56. A good win by the Sea Warriors over their rivals from the Big Island.
Well, I think it was a typical conference kind of game. You know, there wasn't a lot of flow to it. Both teams had to really grind and work and grind and grind, and you know, we just kind of ran out of grinders. We turned the ball over and we didn't shoot the ball well. That's kind of been our bugaboo. When we don't play well, it's because we don't shoot well and because we turn the ball over. And you know, the 12 turnovers in the second half and the bad shooting was something that, you know, that bothered us. And then HPU just kind of stepped it up a little bit and taken it to the hole, and then they were able to get to the free throw line. And to me, without watching the tape back again, those were the big things in the difference in the game for us.
I thought, you know, it looked like the first conference game after Christmas. I thought early, both teams kind of grinding a little and not real fluid. We've, you know, been practicing a lot, and you don't get the same feel in games as you do in practice as you do in games. And I'm just real proud of our kids. I thought down the stretch we had some guys make some plays, not spectacular plays, but just free throws or a rebound here or a steal there. Just, you know, we have a saying, players make plays, and I thought guys did that down the stretch for us that gave us an advantage.
Final score once again tonight, 64-56. HPU holding the home court over UH-Hilo.
So a big night for the PacWest turned into a big night for HPU as the Sea Warriors picked up an impressive victory at home on local TV. The PacWest. From Hawaii and California to Utah and Arizona, it's the most beautiful destination conference in the entire NCAA. 10 outstanding schools: Academy of Art, BYU Hawaii, Cal Baptist, Chaminade, Dixie State, Dominican, Grand Canyon, Hawai'i Pacific, Notre Dame de Namur, and the University of Hawaii at Hilo. The home of champions and outstanding student athletes, the PacWest.
I chose Division II because athletes graduate at a higher rate.
I can stay closer to home
and be an important part of the community.
I chose Division II because I can double major
and take part in campus activities.
I chose Division II because classrooms are smaller.
Students have more time with their instructors.
And I can compete for a national championship.
I chose Division II for all these reasons and more.
I chose
Division II.
We'll have more PacWest Magazine after this.
It doesn't look like your average university, because it isn't. Just 12 miles from San Francisco is an urban oasis where students go beyond the classroom, helping businesses become sustainable, fighting breast cancer, athletes who excel and serve the community. And here, you don't just study history, you help make it.
Imagine collaborating with a diverse group of people from different backgrounds who all share common values. A place where giving back to the community is not only encouraged, but expected. Where your professor is not just a teacher, but a mentor. Imagine a place where individual leadership is prized. Imagine Chaminade University.
Welcome back to PacWest Magazine. I'm your Commissioner, Bob Hogue. We go to Phoenix, Arizona now, the home of PacWest member Grand Canyon University. Let's check out the Antelope.
Like all our schools in the PacWest, Grand Canyon University truly exemplifies the Division II spirit of community involvement, hosting several events on its scenic Arizona campus that welcome in local families and visitors from the surrounding Phoenix areas, as well as all students and faculty to cultivate Antelope pride. A new focal point of GCU's place in central Arizona comes in the form of a recently erected, magnificent 135,000 square foot facility, which stands out as much for its symbol, the university's storied history, as it does for its exquisitely beautiful facade. The $40 million 5,000-seat arena, which took only 15 short months to build, is a new host for university and community events, and national concerts, already hosting renowned bands Lady Antebellum and Switchfoot. But it gives the PacWest even more pride as the official home of Grand Canyon Antelope Athletics. GCU was already one of the more well-known schools in the state, but the new arena has given added exposure to a university that boasts enrollment of nearly 40,000 on-campus and online students from across the globe. Several unique features are sure to wow visitors to the facility. The architects carefully integrate the use of natural daylight, where the use of glass in the exterior provides a window to the rest of the campus and the community of what is happening inside. The sight lines are excellent, not a bad seat in the house, and movable acoustics will adapt accordingly to the type of event. The arena's seating capacity can also be reduced for a more intimate feel. 75 miles of electric wiring were employed to power, among others, 5 video boards, 4 that are high definition, and 1 a high-resolution digital ribbon running along the sides, giving it a feel of a professional-style NBA arena. And if you're hungry, there are 5 large concession stands serving up anything from pizza, fried chicken, and hamburgers to hot dogs, fries, and popcorn. On November 5th, 2011, the GCU community got a taste of these delectable treats as the Grand Canyon men's basketball team staged its first home contest in an exhibition against Division I rival Arizona State. With 5,000 purple-clad Lope fans raising their voices together for the home team, the excitement in the gym is exactly what Brian Mueller had envisioned when he took the reins of the school just a few years ago. Grand Canyon University is truly one of the gems of not only the PacWest Conference, but all of Division II. The new Grand Canyon University Arena is just another reason we're proud to call ourselves the PacWest.
Welcome back to PacWest Magazine. I'm Commissioner Bob Hogue. The HBUC Warriors have won multiple national championships in several sports, including softball as their latest. Let's check out these highlights from an exciting HPU contest. In the world of PacWest women's basketball, there is often the battle within the battle. Such is the case with our regionally based teams. While every team is battling for the conference championship, there is also the pride of being the top team from a certain geographic area. In the islands this season, the winningest teams have hailed from Hawai'i Pacific University and the University of Hawaii at Hilo. The two teams went head-to-head in a tough conference matchup in January in a game that would be close throughout. HPU was the traditional conference contender as the Sea Warriors had won the PacWest title 2 years ago and finished third a year ago. With Mana Hopkins leading the way, the Sea Warriors were once again a very strong team this year, proving that with huge conference victories this season against powerhouses Grand Canyon and California Baptist. But Hilo has a big weapon in the middle. Hillary Hurley, the 6'2" volleyball star, has made a huge difference for the Vulcans this season, as Hilo has also pulled off huge conference wins along the way.
Definitely interesting, mostly tiring. Just with the running is probably the hardest transition because we don't do the long distance in volleyball, but physically, actually getting to make contact with people is hard to get used to at first, and just the running. Other than that, it's kind of fun to try to switch to a different sport.
We all have so much confidence in Hillary, and having her just on a team on the floor with us, it's she gives us all confidence that we can give her the ball and she can just do her thing, and so it's really nice having her on a team. It's awesome. She's a huge impact in the game and a huge presence on the floor.
The other key weapon in the Hilo arsenal is the littlest player on the court. Guard Kirsten Shimizu has been a big gun for the Vulcans with stellar play throughout the year. On this night at the Blaisdell Arena, Shimizu would hit for a game-high 24 points with a dazzling 10 for 15 shooting display.
Well, I've been small my whole life, so kind of being small is just the normal. But we have Hillary, which is everyone, she has a target on her back, and we all know it. Every team knows about Hillary. So this HPU, we could tell they're really guarding her really hard. And so because we have Hillary, it allows my game and other guards it opens up shots for all of us because Hillary has such a huge impact in the middle on our team, and they're really focused on her. So it really helps that she's there, and she helps us get our shots and stuff.
So with Shimizu scoring from all over the court and Hurley dominating in the middle, the Vulcans held off the Sea Warriors in a game that went down to the wire. Hopkins and HPU's Paris Gravely combined for 30 points for the Sea Warriors, but it wasn't enough as Hilo picked up a huge victory on the road, 53-50.
That's a huge win. You know, last year thought we played hard and we were able to keep the games close for about a half. So to break through and get a win tonight, that is big. I mean, it's obviously huge for this year. Anytime you go on the road in conference and get a win, that's big. But you're right, in the big picture with HPU and all their success, for us to come in here and get a win, that's big for UH-Hilo.
I am having a lot of fun. It's especially this year with our team. We have a lot of new girls, and everyone just works really hard and has bought into our program. So it's fun not having to, I don't know, maybe have so much pressure on me when there's a lot of other people that can carry the team at different times.
On this night, the pride of the islands would be carried off by the Vulcans of UH-Hilo. Welcome back to PacWest Magazine. The Bay Area is home to 3 PacWest schools: Academy of Art University, Notre Dame de Namur, and Dominican. We're going to go to downtown San Francisco now and check in on the urban nights of Art U.
Most people don't know that the Academy of Art has athletics. Even more people don't know that we have a golf team, a women's golf team. As a golf team, we represent 4 of the 7 continents in the world. We have 3 players from America, 1 from Mexico, 1 from Colombia, 1 from Sweden, 1 from the Philippines, and 1 from China, all making us a big melting pot of a team. It's nice because that can represent us as a school. You see kids from all over the world in the cafeteria, and you can see that in a smaller group on our team. They may have different backgrounds before coming to the Academy of Art, but either way, they all are here to do what they love. Andrea, being from Colombia, why did you decide to come here to the Academy of Art?
I decided to come to the school because it's the only school in the United States that offers an athlete program. So I am able to play golf for the school, and at the same time I'm able to study fashion design. That's what I love.
Melissa, where are you from, and how does it feel to be on a team with so many international players?
I'm from Dallas, Texas, and to be on a team with a lot of different people from all over the world is so much fun because we always have things to talk about. We're always learning new things, and it's never boring, at least for a good time. So.
using this expression from kinematics.
With the given interval, does the integral diverge?
And the appropriate substitution would be? What then is the acceleration of the center of mass?
Anyone awake?
You in the far back.
You back there?
You got to be kidding.
Where did you come up with that? You.
You?
You?
Yeah, no. How about you?
Mm-hmm. You in the white.
Stick around, we'll be right back on PacWest Magazine.
Canyon University. Earn your degree on campus, online, or in the evening.
Over the years, we've had a lot of great features on the PacWest Magazine. Let's go inside the PacWest Magazine vault.
My name is Dustin Simcox from Hawai'i Pacific University. I'm the SAAC president.
My name is Garrett Mitchell. I'm from Dominican University. I'm the president of the Dominican University SAAC, and I play men's soccer.
Micah Meyer, Grand Canyon University. I'm the vice chair of the PacWest SAAC.
SAAC is Student Athlete Advisory Committee. It's basically a couple reps from each team for each of the schools in the PacWest, and we are representatives of the entire athletics department for our athletes, and we vote on legislation, we try to make donations for Make-A-Wish Foundation, and just try to make a difference in the community as best as we can.
The Dominican SAAC program is relatively new. We've only been in the conference. This is our third year. So we're still kind of getting our footing. We've done a lot. We do a lot of stuff in the community. We won the Community Engagement Award 2 years ago. We do tailgating for community members. Lots of different stuff like that. A gear giveaway every year where we give gear back to underprivileged kids in the community. We just try and get in with the community and really boost the standing of Dominican. It's a small school, so we really want to be recognized and be known in the community.
Make-A-Wish is a big part of our SAAC program at Grand Canyon University. One event we have that's big is we have Make-A-Wish night at our basketball games. We have one night a year at one of our basketball games. And we have some kids from Make-A-Wish, local in Phoenix, come to the game, and we just show them around and have a pizza party for them and make them feel welcome. And then we try to be student leaders in our SAAC program and encourage others to donate to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Here we go. Okay. On three, PacWest. 1, 2, 3, PacWest.
amazing relationship that goes from Cal Baptist onto the future.
At CBU, campus life is unparalleled, featuring world-class athletics, fantastic food, lasting friendships, and life-changing ministries. CBU is not just an education, it's an experience. Why don't you join us at CBU? Live your purpose.
Now, that tells us what this school is being built for which it's being built. And from this school, I'll tell you,
from this school
will go men and women,
whose influence will be felt
for good towards the establishment of Peace International.
Of Peace International.
And that's another edition of PacWest Magazine. Come check us out on the web. We're at thepacwest.com. That's thepacwest.com. That's where you can get all the latest news, results, and highlights from around the PacWest. And even check us out on our YouTube channel. For the Commissioner Bob Hogue and Malia Smith, I'm Wayne Cueto. See you next time on PacWest Magazine.